All right, I'm reacting to this because I need help on understanding this situation. I am confused of the power scale, the power difference between Jiren and BEERUS. This title is why BEERUS versus Jiren isn't even close. Okay, so here's why. Here's where I come from. Here's where I am with it. I thought Jiren was stronger than all the gods, like all the gods of destruction. I thought he was, unless I read it and watched it wrong. Didn't they say he is stronger than all of them? He has surpassed them. But then there's a other side of people that are saying I miss a point to where they explain that Beerus is actually much stronger than we think. You know, that according to other people's knowledge, talking about in their universe, those universes, Jiren is stronger, but behind the scenes, Beerus is actually stronger. I'm like, wait, I don't know about that. I believe when Goku hit Ultra Instinct and when Beerus got to where he was, they surpassed them all of them. And I don't, if my memory serves me correctly, Beerus ain't the strongest god of destruction, isn't he? Wasn't it the clown, the one who was over Jiren? Yeah, it's so weird. And then someone else said too that Jiren is as strong as the writers want him to be. He is the strongest because the writers want him to be, even when it doesn't make sense. So there's a whole lot of confusion when it comes to this. Hopefully he's able to break it down. He said it's not even close. On which side is he going to is the question. So let's get right into it. Let me give a shout out Danco. I did react to a video he did before with Broly versus Jiren. That was really good. He did a really good job on that. So definitely go check him out. I'm gonna give a like now. Hopefully this helps with my confusion here. Because in my eyes, I believe Jiren is stronger. Him and Ultra Instinct Goku.
BEERUS versus JIREN, two of the mightiest warriors in Dragon Ball are going at it. And while JIREN is considered to be more powerful than his universe's god of destruction, how is he going to do against BEERUS? Is this fight really even close? Let's get into it. BEERUS is the god of destruction in Universe 7, the universe with all our main heroes, and his primary responsibility is keeping the universe in order. He's the brother of Champa, the student of Wiz, one of the most powerful warriors in all of Dragon Ball history, constantly pushing Goku and Vegeta to reach his power level. He can destroy planets like they're nothing and absolutely loves food. He'll save a world if they have delicious treats, but destroy it if he doesn't like its food. Basically,
that was savage.
BEERUS
I'll take
is a
half.
force
And he
to be reckoned with.
tapped the table, destroy half the
BEERUS
planet.
has absolutely insane power, to the point where he can easily send a Goku flying with just a flick. He can overpower and hold back Vegeta, beat Vegeta with just a flick of his wrist while only using 1/10 of his power. He can easily defeat Buu and Gohan. Then there was his big fight against Goku. It was said that BEERUS and Goku repeatedly hitting each other was sending out powerful enough shockwaves that were threatening to destroy the universe and reach the Kaioken realm. Then the same thing was probably going to happen with his fight against his brother Champa. Gods of destruction are never supposed to fight, because they're so powerful that if they fight, they'll mean the destruction of multiple universes.
Those two together are hilarious.
And then there's BEERUS' key. He can blow up a planet with absolutely no effort whatsoever. He can destroy a planet with a sneeze. Even destroyed the sun and stars before. His blast with Champa would have threatened to destroy the whole universe. He can even shoot out blasts that could have killed several gods. Overall, BEERUS is one of the most powerful and versatile characters in Dragon Ball history. He's well above the likes of Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, and is even arguably above other gods of destruction. Jiren is the most powerful member of the Pride Troopers, and is easily one of the strongest beings in all the multiverse, even considered to be more powerful than his universe's god of destruction.
And I said this before, and I'll say it again. Hopefully in the future with Jiren, they don't make him some pushover character. You know they do that. They do that a lot in Dragon Ball. Piccolo is this all, powerful being. Now he's a pushover, and now he's at a mid-level. They do that with a lot of characters where they were so good at a certain time, and then literally next season or whatever, he gets pushed down by a side enemy. It's like, nah. Keep Jiren at that level. This brother was matching up with Ultra Instinct. And him and Toppo at the end said they're going to train to get even better. So we should see him heck, maybe get to Black Frieza's level. I mean, that's a stretch, but he's training from that end of the super. He's training then, and however long it is until he meets Black Frieza, if that ever is a thing, we don't know how stronger Jiren can get. So hopefully they keep that in mind with having Jiren ascend from what we saw already, which is better than Ultra Instinct. He should be better than Ultra Instinct at that time, but Goku's training as well. But y'all know what I mean. I hope they don't just make him to some character where he gets knocked out by a side person. No. If he's fighting anybody else, he should still compete. And something, for the most part, win.
Honorable.
Because Jiren is really good. I would hate if he gets wasted now after the Tournament of Power.
He doesn't like fighting as a team. Usually always fighting enemies by himself, and usually always winning. During the Tournament of Power, Jiren was able to casually knock away multiple fighters all at the same time. In fact, that was just a regular thing for him. Jiren overpowered pretty much everyone else during the tournament. He was able to easily bust through plenty of barriers built by Android 17. He could actually break out of Hit's time cage.
That was crazy.
Basically transcended time with just his fist. And Jiren was able to block countless punches from Super Saiyan God Goku with just his finger. He was able to overpower everyone in his path. It was all light work for him. And all that was before Jiren broke his limits and reached super full power, a form where he's stronger than most of the gods of destruction. And while in that form, he was able to match up against mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. So when Whis says that you're more powerful than a god of destruction, and when fighters like Frieza say they want to avoid fighting you, well, you know you're pretty strong. He's also very, very tough. In fact, Jiren is probably one of the ultimate tanks in Dragon Ball. I mean, all throughout the Tournament of Power, Jiren was just casually brushing off attacks. And remember, these were all from some of the strongest warriors across the multiverse.
That's why I hope they don't put in the waste.
Jiren was able to completely no-sell multiple blows from Super Saiyan Goku. And Jiren really repeatedly did this throughout the tournament, taking attacks from Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Not even
I hate how you did that to Vegeta, bro. It was savage. I can respect it, but still, Vegeta being my favorite character.
He was able to take some Energy Blast just as easily. He took a Final Flash from Vegeta and acted like he didn't even feel it. Even when Goku hit Mastered Ultra Instinct, even though Jiren was definitely able to feel all those attacks, well, he still managed to take them and take them and take them and keep fighting back. His durability is absolutely off the charts. He's also very, very fast. Like, very fast. Now, we do know that quantifying speed with Dragon Ball characters, well, it can be a bit tricky, and that's putting it lightly. But it's pretty definitive by now that characters like Goku and Jiren are able to move much.
It still amazed me that it was Goku and Frieza that helped fight Jiren. That scene was, to this day, is amazing when you know their history.
Working under Jiren, Dispo was stated to be faster than the speed of light in his base state. And yet, even though he's faster than light himself, well, he was completely blitzed by an unmastered Ultra Instinct Goku. But not Jiren. While Dispo was literally only just beginning to register Goku's attacks, Jiren had already dodged it. And even as Goku became more and more powerful and got faster and faster with Ultra Instinct throughout the fight, Jiren was still able to outspeed him. Of course, this all changed when Goku mastered Ultra Instinct and then began to be able to blitz Jiren. Of course, this led Jiren to breaking his limits, being able to swap hands with mastered Ultra Instinct Goku.
And here's why I believe he surpasses BEERUS.
Blitzing a character faster than a character who can blitz a faster than light character. That's a lot of faster than light. While this obviously isn't completely quantifiable, it does show that Jiren is very, very far beyond the speed of light in combat, which is very impressive. And like most all Dragon Ball characters, Jiren's also definitely known for his ki power. I mean, just for starters, it's been said that he surpasses most gods of destruction when it comes to power. And just to remind you, gods of destruction are capable of stuff like this or this. They can even threaten to destroy entire universes. And JIREN is more powerful than that. Whis even says that his potential is immeasurable. Remember, all that more powerful than gods talk, that was all before JIREN broke his limits.
That's true,
and
yeah.
unlocked his hidden power.
I keep forgetting about
So
that. They was talking about that about JIREN before this situation, like he just said. So yeah, I don't know how people think. Not everybody, but some people think JIREN is better. I'm sorry, JIREN is weaker than BEERUS because he was already getting those compliments before this situation. So yeah, I mean, unless he's about to say something else, I don't know.
Let's try and get something a little more definitive going. Well, just for starters, Dragon Ball characters have regularly been able to destroy planets and moons. And in fact, have been able to do this while they were all much, much weaker.
As I said before,
Moving
with that
upwards,
Bardock versus Omni-Man,
Super
which that
Saiyan
was...
God Goku was able to send out
They don't know how strong Bardock
Kamehameha
actually is. Dragon Ball
and
characters
blast
are in general.
Dozens, maybe even hundreds of BEERUS' little spears. Each one of these blasts was implied to be able to casually destroy planets. And that was just Super Saiyan God. Goku was way, way, way more powerful during the tournament and his fight with JIREN. So, safe to say that JIREN is leagues and leagues more powerful than this, too. And yeah, like JIREN and Goku were able to shake the whole infinite world of Void with just their presence, without powering up or attacking. And they would get significantly more powerful than even this throughout the fight. Now, I'm not going to try and argue that JIREN actually has the power to straight up destroy the universe. But I will say that it looks like his energy powers definitely operate close to this realm, which is just crazy impressive. So, who wins here? Well, let's break it down a little bit. And yeah, it's a pretty easy breakdown. There's just no way that JIREN is more powerful than BEERUS. BEERUS is still a class above.
Wait. Maybe I
There's
missed
a
something.
few
Hold
things
on.
that you can track.
I just knew he was going to say JIREN. Hold on. I must have missed a point here.
Kamehameha and blast through dozens, maybe even hundreds.
Let me start right here.
His limits
Where I stopped.
and unlocked his hidden power. But let's try and get something a little more definitive going. Well, just for starters, Dragon Ball characters have regularly been able to destroy planets and moons. And in fact, have been able to do this while they were all much, much weaker.
Okay.
Moving upwards, Super Saiyan God Goku was able to send out one Kamehameha and blast through dozens, maybe even hundreds, of BEERUS' little spears. Each one of these blasts was implied to be able to casually destroy planets. And that was just Super Saiyan God. Goku was way, way, way more powerful during the tournament and his fight with JIREN. So, safe to say that JIREN is leagues and leagues more powerful than this, too. And yeah, like JIREN and Goku were able to shake the whole infinite world of Void with just their presence, without powering up or attacking. And they would get significantly more powerful than even this throughout the fight. Now, I'm not going to try and argue that JIREN actually has the power to straight up destroy the universe. But I will say that it looks like his energy powers definitely operate close to this realm, which is just crazy impressive. So
what am I missing here? Hold
let's
on.
break
So after what he just said there, let him finish. Let him
it
finish.
down a little bit.
Because I'm a little
And
confused.
yeah,
I ain't
it's
gonna lie.
a pretty easy breakdown. There's just no way that JIREN is more powerful than BEERUS. BEERUS is still a class above. There's a few things that you can try and argue for JIREN, saying that he's more powerful than the god of destruction that is able to fight against Ultra Instinct Goku. But neither of that is enough to say he can beat BEERUS. For starters, JIREN is more powerful than his god of destruction.
But wasn't he known as the most powerful one? or was Beerus? Because I used to think it was Beerus for the longest time. Then someone told me that it was him, the guy, the clown one. So if that's true, then if he's stronger than him, then he's stronger than Beerus. I'm a little confused here.
Neither of that is enough to say he can beat BEERUS. For starters, Jiren is more powerful than his god of destruction, Belmont, not all gods of destruction. And Belmont is definitely weaker than BEERUS, considering that he's only been a god of destruction for a little over 200,000 years, while BEERUS has been one.
Didn't know that. Because I used to say Beerus, and someone was telling me that they actually explained that Beerus is not the strongest, the clown guy is. So I got to research that myself, because for the longest time I said it was Beerus that was the strongest. And then someone was correcting me, saying, no, you actually got it mixed up. Beerus will be the second. It's the clown guy. They actually said it in the show. And I was like, oh, I must have missed that episode, because, yeah, I honestly thought Beerus was the strongest one.
73 million. BEERUS also managed to fight 1 versus 11 against other gods' destruction.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Hold his own, be one of the last ones standing at the end of that free-for-all fight.
I forgot about that. So I was right when I first said Beerus was the strongest one.
He's not your average god of destruction. And then just because Jiren was able to fight against Goku, well, that still doesn't mean all that much. BEERUS has seen Goku master Ultra Instinct and get more powerful since the Tournament of Power and his fight with Jiren. BEERUS still considers himself to be more powerful and really isn't too bothered by Goku or Vegeta, even though they keep on getting more and more powerful every day. It's also been said that someone like Frieza could train for the rest of his life and still wouldn't surpass BEERUS. And even when mastered,
I wish there was a better breakdown on Beerus than why he's so strong.
Moro, and Goku was more powerful here than when he fought Jiren, well, Beerus still was 100% sure that he could kill Moro no problem. There's really nothing here for Jiren. Beerus is just unquestionably more powerful. He's undoubtedly in a different league, and he would come out on top pretty much every single time. BEERUS wins.
Huh.
But what do y'all think?
Yeah, let me see what the comments say. Hold on. I'm always curious on stuff like this. Oh, for BEERUS will stomp Jiren worse than Black Frieza stomped the Saiyan. Wow. Let's just admit it. BEERUS is a moving goalpost. BEERUS for the win easy. Okay. So I was wrong. I thought Jiren and Goku, when Goku hit Ultra Instinct and Jiren hit that level, they surpassed the gods. I thought that's what they said. And BEERUS being one of them, you know. The problem is the anime, The problem is the anime and manga are extremely different. The anime seems to just hype up the current villain, while the manga seems to just keep inflating BEERUS' power. Huh. I didn't think BEERUS would win. I thought when they hit to that spot that Jiren and Goku was stronger. Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong on that. I go front when they broke down BEERUS and then broke down Jiren. I thought he was gonna say Jiren was better, but the little bit at the end explanation, and also my confusion with I'm glad I got clarification with Jiren's God of Destruction, because certain ones, I should say, excuse me, was telling me that I was wrong thinking that BEERUS is the strongest one. I totally forgot about that scene in the manga where he was fighting the other gods. But I used to always say, no, BEERUS, if my memory serves it correctly, BEERUS is stronger than all the gods, together. He could beat them. And so I was like, no. You got it mixed. You got it wrong. The clown, I forgot his name, he's actually the strongest one. And so BEERUS is stronger than him, which then means BEERUS. Jiren is stronger than him, which then means Jiren is stronger than everybody else. So I was like, oh, okay. I just never took the time to go back and research. I just took the person's word for it. But I just learned something new. All right. This whole time, even after the Tournament of Power, and I just bought the mangas. That's why I told y'all before. When I watched the show, I wanted to go back and read the mangas. I read some of them, not all of them. But I do want to. That's why I want to take the time. And I almost have them all collected. I got almost more than half of them collected. You got to get them whenever you can in these bookstores. So I do want to read through it and get more of an understanding. I did go through the Goku Black one, and that one was different than the TV show, in a good way. But yeah, I learned something new. Shout out to Danco. Wait.
You know, thoughts and feelings.
Okay. Shout out to Danco. I'm glad he broke that down. But yeah, two things. I thought Jiren was stronger than BEERUS, but I also thought BEERUS was weaker than Jiren's God of Destruction. I just took the person's word for it. So yeah, I just learned something new. Why Hawk versus Doomsday is closer than you think? I don't know about that one. Superman died going against Doomsday. We all know Superman's beating the Hawk. So I don't know if it's close. I think Doomsday wins that by a long amount, even with the Hawk's ability of getting stronger in battle. But who said Doomsday gonna let Hawk last that long to get stronger? And we saw what Doomsday did against Superman. Superman won, but at the cost of his life until he came back. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at that later. But yeah, shout out to Danco, and yeah, I learned something new. That's always cool. I'm always down for that. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll see you later.